love. Angela's been here for 15 years, and for the last 4 years in a row, has won Agent of the Year for Rate My Agent for DY. So handing over to you, where do you see the DY market in 2020?
It's an interesting sort of time as well, because we've every start of every year where we notice there's a big, I guess there's not many properties on the market, because you don't, unless only the properties that have been carrying over the December period and the leftovers, which are pretty eager owners because they want to get rid of them, otherwise
Sure.
they wouldn't be there. So so generally at the moment, to give you a bit of an idea, there's bugger all on the market on the beaches, especially in DY alone. We're sitting at under 24, 25 properties at this stage. So anything that goes on the market at the moment, and give you a very good example, I trialled a campaign over the Christmas period.
Yeah, this is very interesting.
So as a block number 66 Howard Avenue, and property was vacant. It was actually managed with another agency. Tenant vacated, ready to go, and they got advice to go on the market more closer towards middle to end of January. That's when everyone's back, and we're like, well, hang on, everyone's on holidays, everyone's got time. Let's launch on the market at that over that period, got Christmas, and actually do an 18th of January auction. We put on the market on the 15th, 16th of December, with the 21st of December, the first open house. We had 47 people come through this open house in the space of the Thursday and the Saturday over those 2 days. Property had 4 offers prior to auction, and we ended up selling it on Christmas Eve for about close to 100 grand over the guide. So it shows you that the market itself leading up to that Christmas period, and even at the moment, every single property that we're putting on the market at this stage is just getting big traction through the place.
What's really, really interesting about that is at Novak, if everyone's running, down the street this way, we like to go the opposite way. So in real estate world, we would normally not start an auction campaign till after the Australia Day long weekend. We would tell our owners, let's wait for everyone to come back, from holidays, school's just about to start. Or if we're really, really wanting to push the property through early in that first quarter of the year, we might start around the 15th of January. But what Angelo did here, and it's what we think at Novak about innovation, buyers were around, they're going to be around all over Christmas. An auction campaign gives you the ability to sell the property before, on the day or after.
Yep.
And we sold it before. So that vendor, through Angelo's ingenuity, through his innovation, he'll get his money early January.
Well, not only that, but just after that, we actually had I got a phone call from another owner from the building. Had their place on the market 6 months ago with another agent, and they just said, look, times are better. And I said, look, I've got people, don't need advertising. Let's see if I can get people that we've got off our books from the other property through. Now, you'd think, okay, 2nd of January, it's people holiday season. What can I do? From making 34, 35 phone calls from pretty much everyone that was in the market.
66 Howard.
Yep.
Again, the
66
same
Howard.
block,
Yep.
everyone. Yep.
Out of those 47, the people that basically were in a position to move, I thought, let me target them and see if I can get them through. And from that, another 15, 16 people came through the property on the 2nd of January. I made it a Thursday, got access with this tenant, got through, and just today we exchanged contracts on that property there. They wanted close to around the 750 6 months ago. Sorry, it was on the market guiding 750 6 months ago. They wanted something closer to the 800. Wasn't achievable back then. And now this is a unit here. We got at 820 and we got 865 exchanged today. So it's another good example that, over that period there, yeah, we do like to go against the grain. But look, I think all agents wanted a holiday, and most agents want a holiday. I've booked mine for middle of the year, and I like to work when everyone else is asleep. So it's good. Competition's great out there, and I love, because realistically, I think everyone had a lot more, and every single buy we make, and I said this again last year because we did the same last year. It's just a great time, I believe, to speak to buyers, and just everyone's a bit more relaxed. If someone realistically has already been finance approved, and over November, December, they kept missing out on properties, and they've actually got money ready to go, if they see something over that January, February period, they're going to jump. So it just shows you, I think, and even this week you'll probably start noticing because, I mean, as you even from the earlier post today we did, and our email that went out to our owners today. I mean, the big thing with this is we are back, 2020, but we did not go away.
Yeah, we never leave.
Yeah, so welcome back for those who did have a holiday. We didn't, yeah, we're looking forward to a good start.
Well, what's really interesting also, Angelo's mentions a couple of sales, even an old stager like me got a sale last week, but Michael Bergio, the great Michael Bergio, number one in commercial in Northern Beaches, he's happy to tell you that.
Yeah.
And he put together a sale for, I think, 3.6 million on a commercial property. Now, commercial properties, it's not unusual that an owner may select two agents to work on the property. The other agent had a buyer, said, look, we'll get this all wrapped up when everyone gets back in the new year. Michael kept working and put that sale together between Christmas and New Year. I think it was the last sale. I think it
was on the 31st. I think 30th
put it together on the 31st. Now, the other agent unfortunately won't put that sale together, but that sale in the new year might never have happened. You know, we've all seen events between Christmas and New Year where lives have been turned upside down.
Yep.
And I'm not being dramatic about this, but he acted on that. And that's, I think, what we'll see more in the new year. The innovative, the quick acting, the determined, the tenacious agent will be putting deals together. The old rhythm of real estate where Christmas nothing happened and then everyone goes away at financial year, Easter nothing happens. I don't think that occurs anymore. I think we're 24/7 society. You can get your favourite meal from your favourite restaurant without leaving your home. And I think real estate's a little bit like that. So if we're looking at trends to continue next year, one will be that the old rhythm and the old way we did real estate is becoming obsolete.
Yep.
And that buyers and sellers are looking for agents that are working not when they want, but when the buyer and the seller want.
Yeah, well, Margaret mentioned today she had a call from a landlord wants us to take over their management. Purely one big reason is they can't get the property rented and the agent's on holidays.
Yeah.
So it's even I'm hearing it constantly how I just sold a place just in Narrowena and that owner's been trying to find a rental and I'm trying to help her find a rental at the moment. She goes, I've put an application in, but I can't get a hold of the agency because they're back on the 6th. So, for a week and a half, that person there had their property vacant. So, look, I think going back to the first thing, how the market's going to be doing at the moment and what we're going to notice, I think, in the market in the next 4 to 6 weeks or 8 weeks, generally there is a lot of agents do come back at that end of, or by the time they now start coming back 13th, 14th of January and then start doing photo shoots, start getting properties ready. They're going to be teeing them up to come on the market just after Australia Day weekend. Generally, for anything that we're putting on the market, you are going to notice with us, we are going to have properties coming on the market in the next 2-3 days to next week.
Yes.
Trying to beat that because there are people right now that need properties and there's just not many available. So we're trying to get beat the market in regards to those properties there coming on the market. I don't think there's going to be a flood. I mean, we've got a lot of friends that are in the industry and we speak to them frequently with regards to sort of, what do you have coming on and just trying to find out what else is going to be coming on. But I don't think too much is. But there is going to be a majority or the bigger time that I think people are going to be pushing go, which they think is the best time. Generally not always the case, which is going to be that sort of February, March. But I guess, yeah.
Well, if you're a buyer and you're living in a 2-bedroom unit, it's too small, you've got 2 kids, they're teenagers, they can't share a room anymore, you've got a boy and a girl. 26th of February, you don't want to wait till then. If you see the right thing now, you can afford it, you buy it. Yep. You're not going to wait till after Australia Day. If you're someone in a large home with a lot of stairs, and you're looking for something that's more convenient to transport or without stairs or smaller, you're looking to downsize, you don't want to wait till mid-February. So these reasons why people buy, and the reason why someone does anything in life is they're moving away from a discomfort. They're moving away from something they don't like. I'm going to try to lose some weight. I'm trying to move away from not being as heavy. So we have a discomfort, we move away from it. Those things don't stop just because the agents are away. So that's sort of the reason we work through. So I think a common thread for 2020, I'm surprised I made it. Yeah, 2020.
I always knew you would.
But 2020, we'll need fast, nimble agents that throw the old time frames out. I think there'll be limited stock. I also think that limited stock will drive prices on the Northern Beaches as well. There's no reason that interest rates will go up, from what I read. So I think we'll have that and in low stock and then good prices.
Yep, agree. Any questions at all, guys? If you do, put them in the comments. In regards to I guess the market overall, it's been good. Thumbs up. We had a great 2019, finishing off with that as well, which is great. And it's a very, very different times to I've been lucky enough. I've worked through GFC. I've worked even when I started in the industry, being 04, 05. It was getting out of a very booming sort of 5-6 years, and we've had your ups and downs. But look, I think at the moment this year, it's only looking like it is going to go either one way, or it's going to be a bit more of a plateau. But the chance of buyers waiting and thinking that prices might pop back a bit, the chances of that, I haven't seen it happen where there's been such a different turn up and sort of go the other way very quickly either.
Yeah, well, if you think of this time last year where we were, probably factoring in the market going down some more, the market from September, peak was September 2017. It was still going down at the beginning of 2019. The market we see now may rise a little bit. We don't know how high. No one's predicting it to go down.
Yep.
It's quite positive if you're looking to buy a property. If you're looking to sell a property. If you're looking to buy, as the prices go up, that might even encourage more people to sell. So there'll be more stock on the market, and there'll be more for you to look at, try to buy as well. So,
and it takes a while for the things to happen. So it's one of the is, for example, there was that low stock last year that a lot of owners didn't realise till the prices sort of start getting a bit, okay, well, that's where it was back then. And look at it this way, that same 66 Howard Avenue, this is a good example that's the third property we've sold now in that building in the last 12 months. The two near just now, but the previous one was identical to the one that we just sold now for 865. Exactly the same square meters, apart from the different aspect. Although condition and everything inside, same building. That was 705,000 in March last year, and this one was 865 now. So it gives you a bit of an indication where it is. That's the beaches, that's DY Beach, that's what it's done growth-wise. And gosh, Howard Avenue looks good now that street and pathways are done.
Yeah, look, that was really contentious. The whole Lighthouse development was contentious. When it first was mooted that it come on, people were driving down from St Ives and from Hornsby to protest about high-rise there. Myself, my mother who lives across from it, had reservations about it, but it's revitalised the town centre. The offshot of that is there's been a lot of commercial added. So there's a great array of commercial properties now, which will see new and exciting businesses, more properties on the market for lease. The rental prices come down. More young people think, well, the rent used to be $1,000 a week, now it's $650. I can have a go with my business. Like, you can see new and exciting businesses in DY, like Wings and Tins, an array of coffee shops, Bliss Bowls across the road, businesses that we wouldn't have. We've got, the franchises that we have now with grilled and Rashid's. And this is all because there's been more commercial property come on the market, and it's freed up that space. Young people can get in there, get in, have a go, start their own business. You know, that's part of the great Australian dream, you know, to be self-employed for a lot.
Definitely. So, well, thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching, and enjoy us. Look forward to a big 2020.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm sure we'll see you next week. Tune in 8 o'clock next week as well.
Just in saying, Ange and I were saying, though, you know, things are buoyant and prosperous in DY, there's a lot of people in beachside communities, not dissimilar to DY, are doing it really tough. You know, our hearts and thoughts go out to them. There's some fantastic, we were on GoFundMe just then, some fantastic GoFundMe sites if you want to donate to them. The road of recovery would be long and hard for a lot of people out there.
Yep.
And if you can help out in any way, we are much appreciated.